Question 41. Find the interquartile range of 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16. One thing you must make sure is that the data are arranged in ascending or descending order. We already have ascending order here, so no other rearrangement is needed. Interquartile range is equal to the third quartile or upper quartile denoted by Q3 minus first or lower quartile denoted by Q1. Now, Q3 simply means 3/4 times the total distribution. So here we have 11 data points. You have 3/4 times 11, and that gives 8.25 position. That means after the data in the 8th position, because of the fraction, you shift to the one in the 9th position, that is 12. For Q1, you have 1/4 times 11, that is 2.75. So after the second position, you shift to the third position and you have 4 there. So therefore, interquartile range is simply 12 minus 4 equal to 8. C is the correct option. Question 42. Donations during launching of a church project were sent in sealed envelopes. The table shows the distribution of the amount of money in the envelope. Number of envelopes, you have 4. The amount there is 5,000 naira in each of the 4 envelopes. 7 is 2,000, 20 is 1,000, 9 envelopes, 700 naira each, 4 envelopes, 500 naira each, and so on. How much was the total donations? First, here you have 4 envelopes. Each envelope contains 5,000 naira. So the 4 envelopes contain 20,000. That is 4 times 5,000 plus 7 times 2,000, and so on. By the time you multiply and add, you have 62,972 naira. D is the correct option. Question 43. In the diagram, PQ is a straight line. M plus N is equal to 110 degrees. N plus arrow is equal to 130 degrees, and M plus arrow equal to 120 degrees. Find the ratio of M to N to arrow. From the question, we already have 3 equations. M plus N equal to 110, N plus arrow 130, M plus arrow 120, all in degrees. So from here, let us see what happens next. Solution continue. If you observe very well, you see that the addition of equation 1 and 3 can produce equation 2. So you add equation 1 and 3 side by side. So you take M plus M is 2M, then N plus arrow in this form, 110 plus 120, you have 230 degrees. You see that what you have here is equation 2, and equation 2 is equal to 130 degrees. So you have 2M equal to 2m plus 130 degrees equal to 230 degrees. Collect like terms, you have 2m equal to this, and which simplifies to 100 degrees. To get m, divide both sides by 2, and m is equal to 50. We can get n by replacing m with 50 in equation 1. Then we get arrow from equation 3. So this is equation 1. You replace m with 50 degrees, n becomes 110 minus 50 degrees, and that is 60 degrees. Then this is equation 3. You replace m with 50 degrees plus arrow equal to 120 degrees. Arrow is therefore 120 degrees minus 50 degrees, and that is 70 degrees. So you have m ratio n ratio arrow is equal to 50 ratio 60 ratio 70. Divide through by 10. You have 5 ratio 6 ratio 7. D is the correct option. Question 44. If S ratio Y is equal to 1 over 4 ratio 3 over 8 and Y ratio Z is equal to 1 over 3 ratio 4 over 9, find S ratio Z. We can have the two expression as two equations, equation 1 and 2. Now let's try and clear the fractions first. In equation 1, you multiply through by 8 to clear fractions, and equation 2, multiply through by 9 to clear fractions. So you have S ratio Y is equal to 2 ratio 3 after 8 might have multiplied through. Then equation 2 becomes S ratio Z, Y ratio Z equal to 3 ratio 4. Now we have to find S ratio Z. That means you need to make Y the same, and Y is already the same. You have 3, 3, they are the same. Or we can simply write it as S ratio Y ratio Z. So Y still need to be the same because Y appeared in both equations. Since Y is already the same for S, take 2, Y is ratio 3, then to ratio 4 for Z. And we are interested in S ratio Z, that is 2 ratio 4. Divide through by 2, you have 1 ratio 2. D is the correct option. Question 45. Find the mean deviation of 20, 30, 25, 40, 35, 50, 45, 40, 20, and 45. Some data points appeared more than once, so we have to treat this data as data involving frequency. Mean deviation is obtained as summation of f times the absolute value of s minus the mean over summation of f. So we take s as the data point, then f. 20 appear twice, 25 appear once, and so on. Then simply get fs in order to obtain this mean part of the problem, because s bar mean is summation fs over summation f. So we need to get fs, and you multiply s by f. That is 20 times 2, 40, 25 times 1, 25, and so on. So you add f column and fs column, you have 10 as the total of f and 350 as the total for fs. Therefore, the mean is 350 over 10, and that is 35. So for the mean deviation, you have to calculate s minus s per first. So you have 20 minus 35, that is minus 15. So you subtract the mean from each value of s, and that gives you this column. Next is to check the absolute value. So this symbol of absolute value simply converts all negative numbers to positive number, and the ones that are positive remain positive. So absolute value of minus 15 becomes plus 15. That of minus 10 becomes 10. Minus 5 becomes 5, and so on. Then you have f times the next column, that is f multiplying this column, you get this column. 2 times 15, 30. 1 times 10 is 10, and so on. And when you add, you have 90. So therefore, mean deviation is 90 divided by 10, and that is 9. B is the correct option. Question 46. M and N are two subsets of the universal set. If the number of elements in universal set, they are 48, number of elements in subset M 20, and that of N is 30, and the union is 40, find the intersection prime. Find the intersection prime. First, we have to get the intersection of M and N before the prime. And from a simple rule for two subsets, the number of elements in the union of M and N is equal to number of elements in the first subset M plus number of elements in the second subset minus number of elements in their intersection. So you have 40 equal to 20 plus 30 minus the intersection. So you have so the intersection, if you take it to the left, it becomes positive. 20 plus 30 is 50. If you transfer 40, it becomes minus 40. If you subtract, you have 10. To get the complement of the intersection, you subtract the intersection of M and N from the universal set. That is 48 minus 10, and you have 38. Now, in other words, the complement simply means the elements that are in set M intersection N, but they are not present in the other side of it. So you subtract the intersection of the two sets from the universal set. That gives the complement of the intersection of M and N. Question 47. Express 0.612 in the form s over y, where s and y are integers and y is not equal to 0. So you simply convert this decimal number to ordinary or common fraction, and that is simply 612 over 1000. If you reduce using 4 to divide, you have 153 over 250. So it's now in the form of s over y, and you have A as the correct option. Question 48. In the diagram, PQ is parallel to ROS. Find S in terms of Y and Z. This is the diagram. In order to find S in terms of Y and Z, we need to do some adjustment. Of course, this is Y is here, Y is here. Now if you can get this angle and get this angle, if we add the two, we can equate to Y. Then from there we can express S in terms of Y and S. Now already you see that S plus this angle C is equal to 180. Sum of angles on a straight line, so let's take it from there. Okay, so sum of what I said earlier, you have same thing here. This is the same diagram. Now you have B plus Z. If you add this angle to this angle, is equal to 180, sum of interior opposite angles. So let's make B this, because we don't need A, B, C. So we always make the subject in order to replace them as we continue. Again, C plus S equal to 180 degrees, sum of angles on a straight line. In order for C to be deleted, you have to make it the subject. Now Y is equal to B plus C. Exterior angle equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. So we have Y equal to, already you know B. B is this. You replace B with what it stands for. Now C is this. You replace C with what it stands for. So if you add 180 plus 180, you have 360, then minus Z minus Y. We have to find S in terms of Y and Z, meaning S to stand alone. So if you take minus S to the left hand side, it becomes plus S, and if you transfer plus Y in, it becomes minus Y. So S is equal to 360 degrees minus Y minus Z. D is the correct option. Question 49. The diagonals of a rhombus WSYZ intersect at M. If MW equal to 5 cm and MS equal to 12 cm, calculate the perimeter. This is the structure of a rhombus, and perimeter is the distance round the rhombus. But if you're able to get L, since all the sides are equal, if you're able to get L, multiply it by 4, that gives the perimeter. So this is the point of intersection. You have M, W, S, Y, Z. So you were given that MW is 5, then MS is 12. So we obtain L using Pythagoras rule by considering triangle WMS, and L is equal to 13 centimeters. Therefore, perimeter is equal to 4 times 13, and that is 52 centimeters. C is the correct option. Question 50. The graphs of y equal to x squared and y equal to s intersect at which of these points? Of course, we have two equations here, quadratic and linear, and it follows that the left hand side is equal to y. By that, it means that the right hand side are also equal. That is s squared equal to s. If you rearrange, you have s squared minus s equal to 0. You factor out s, you have s bracket open, s minus 1 bracket close equal to 0. If you equate each factor to 0, you have s equal to 0 or s minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, s is equal to 0 or 1. So we also get y values. And let us use equation 2. Use equation 2 to do that easily. Now, you can use any equation. Let's say equation 2 or equation 1. Equation 1 is there. Now, when s is equal to 0, this is equation 1. 0 squared is 0, so it means y is equal to 0. So you have this one point of intersection. When s is equal to 1, you go back to equation 1. S squared, that is 1 squared, is 1. That means y is equal to 1. This is another point of intersection. So therefore, A is the correct option. Peter Course Simplified Maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, ensure that you subscribe to the channel, like and share PSM videos. If you are watching and viewing from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSM videos. Lastly, there is every need for you to be saved so that your future can be guaranteed. To do that, you have to give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ, because he is the only one that has the power to save anyone. You simply confess him as your Lord and personal Savior every day of your life. If you are saved already, congratulations, live righteously and be prepared, because on the last day some will be taken and some will be left. Take good care of yourself, stay out of trouble, study your books, do the needful at all times, flee every appearance of evil, don't defraud others to make money, use your hands and your brain to work genuinely and legally, and the Lord will bless you. Good